Hi, I'm Jeff Matity.
And I'm Jason Matity. Today, we're going to talk about 3 different types of fishing lines and why they're all important to help you catch more fish.
Let's start with monofilament. About 70 years ago, when spinning reels like this were introduced to North America, that started the age of monofilament. It is a single line, it's easy to make. They just pour it through a machine to give you different diameters, which give you different pound class. It's that simple. What we like to do is use bright colored monofilament so that when we cast it out, we'll let the lure sink to the bottom and then watch as we fish the lure back where the line meets the water for any kind of a tick. And that's where it really shines.
Now, fluorocarbon has a similar feel to monofilament, but it's completely different. It has a lot more abrasion resistance for things like rocks and fish's teeth, and it also is denser and heavier, which means it sinks, unlike monofilament and braided line that we're going to talk about in a minute. The other thing is it works equally well on a casting situation, loading it up fully on a spool, or as leader material when you're doing braided fluorocarbon leader application. The other thing is this line is completely invisible, which is really its claim to fame because a lot of folks like to use it when fishing gin clear water, and line invisibility is important.
Last but not least is the braid or super lines. They are made of a very different material than the fluorocarbon and the mono. Those other two are basically liquids that are drawn out to different diameters to give you different line test. But this is, for example, the Suffix 832 braid, and the Suffix braid has 8 strands of materials such as Gore-Tex, for example, that are actually woven together. So 832 means 8 strands that are woven 32 times per inch. So you can get an appreciation for how tightly packed those are. It makes braid buoyant, it actually floats, and it makes it exceedingly strong for its diameter compared to monofilament, for example. That's why it is the most expensive of the 3. However, braid lasts and lasts. I've had this spool on here for 4 years and I don't even have any fraying yet. Braid is one that I know a lot of people that's all they use. It's very good for big lures like swim baits because it does not stretch. There's 0 stretch in this line. So when I set the hook with a medium heavy rod like this one, I get a big hook like that to penetrate well. Make sure you add it to your program because you'll find more and more applications for braid or super line every year.
So there you have it. Monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braid all have their place in various fishing applications. If you're not sure and you have some questions about these 3 lines, make sure you talk to your Cabelas and Bass Pro representatives in the store and they'll be able to help you out. You can also contact us at getfishing.ca.